Hello folks, this is a review of my R.M.S. Queen Mary model kit by Revell. This kit came out in 1997, I believe, and it is part of an anniversary model. This kit was the third kit I've ever built. I built this over the course of... It took me about 6 months to build. Now, it's not that big. Now, honestly, had I built this kit today, I probably would have done it in only a few weeks, not several months. I probably would have gotten this done in under a month had I built it recently. There's a reason why it took me so long to build this kit. Because I was so new to modeling at the time, for some very weird reason, I was under the impression that if you were painting something with enamel, everything had to be enamel. I'm talking everything from these tiny little components to these deck pieces to these little red parts, everything, you name it. I thought everything had to be enamel. Halfway through, I realized that it could be part acrylic, part enamel, and that changed everything. But I realized that a little bit too late. Luckily, though, it doesn't matter. We did get the kit over with, and I have learned so much since I built this kit. However, I would not recommend this for beginners. I know I built this kit when I was a beginner. I would not recommend this to beginners, and I would not recommend this to my past self either. Although I did have a lot of fun building this kit. This kit is extremely old, even though the kit is from 1997. The molding is from 1972. It's extremely old and outdated. The two shells, to build this kit, you basically have to glue the two, the port and starboard side, and glue them together. Not only were they warped, but they didn't actually line up. Now, I'm almost certain that's not my fault, and if you look at the kit here, see how it's all like, I'm kind of shaking because my arm's outstretched and I'm holding the camera in one hand, but hopefully if you caught that, the actual bow, my god, the bow is like warped. I think the stern is actually like that as well. Let me see, actually. Yeah, it's kind of warped. See how it's not lined up correctly? Yeah, I don't know. I have to say though, I really enjoyed building this kit, considering it's my third ever model. I did have problems with it though. The props down here one's actually missing a blade. Now I just look back at that now and I use that as like an identification feature. Like that's just a feature of my kit. No one else has that. But you might notice the drive shaft is a bit odd. Well, I had actually lost one of the drive shafts, so what I had to do is I had to cut a piece of sprue off and glue it in and just basically pretend it to be a drive shaft. But I had to cut the prop, and in the process of cutting the prop to glue it onto the drive shaft, I snapped one of the blades. So that's a little interesting trivia behind that. No idea. The kit came basically factory sealed, so I don't know why. I don't know why it was lost. It's probably on the ground somewhere, but God knows I'll never find it. This is technically the first kit I ever used decals. If you've watched my other kit review, I think it was my first ever Supermarine Spitfire. I said in that video that was my first ever kit to use decals. That is true, but then I went back to this old kit and put these decals on. These decals were absolutely rotten to bits, and they still are. They haven't conformed properly. I did put enamel gloss varnish over top of these, and I didn't put any varnish underneath, so they may have silvered as well. But yes, I think this kit was absolutely fantastic to build. I had fun with it back then. I don't think I'd recommend it to anybody who's just starting out today. But I'd definitely recommend it if you're interested in Queen Mary, because it is a fantastic ship. Hopefully I'll get to see it one day. A few alignment issues here. I absolutely butchered that. Again, that's just subject. I didn't have any filler back then, so I didn't have any filler either, so there's a lot of problems with the inner alignment of the ship. Actually, this ship is kind of interesting if you ever watch the Poseidon Adventure. Fantastic film, by the way. The real life counterpart is in that movie. So I guess you could say this is a model kit of the Poseidon as well. I think they're both the exact same. I'll be cheating a little bit, but you know what I mean. All in all, I think it's an absolutely fantastic kit. And if you are interested in ocean liners, definitely give this kit a go, because it's fantastic. Alright, that is my short view of my R.M.S. Queen Mary model by Revell. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.